Hey everybody, Jewel Mayberry back with another awesome astrology video. And I'm finishing up my Ascendant series here in this next week or week and a half. And so I thought we would move on to Synastry, because I am mainly a relationship and intimacy astrologer. And we would talk about house overlays. So, partners, planets through the houses. So today we're talking about the sun, and we're going to talk about the sun in the different houses in the partner's chart here. So today we're focusing on the sun in the partner's first house. So the sun in Synastry, is our vitality and our ego and our expression, and has a lot to do with our personal power and with how we show our personality. And in Synastry, whatever house it falls into, whatever partner's house it falls into, if it's like if your sun is in your partner's first house, or your partner's seventh house, or your partner's 12th house, that's the area of life that your sun is going to light up. That's where you bring your energy and vitality and your ego. That's where that really shows up in your partner's life. And when we're talking about partners' planets through partners' houses, it's generally the house person that feels it the most. The sun person is going to understand, that they are activating that part of their partner's life, but it's really the house person that is affected by the partner in whatever area of life that sun is coming into, which is, represented by the house. So, the first house is the self, it's the ego, it's has a lot to do with expression, leadership qualities, the physical body. In Synastry, it has a lot to do with ego and how one sees oneself. So when the sun, when a partner's sun comes into another partner's first house, they are really lighting up the ego and the self-expression and the self-image and how that first house person sees themselves. So they typically have a lot in common. They have a similar style. They get along well. There's an ease of expression between the two. They understand each other's ego needs pretty easily. And the house person feels very valued and respected by the sun. And feels like they have a real prize in the sun. They can often feel, like the sun is a real arm charm to them, a real benefit to their ego. And there's typically an ego boost when, somebody brings their sun, their vitality, their own expression into our house of expression. The house person enjoys being around the sun. They enjoy how the sun makes them feel about themselves. The sun person has a lot of influence over the ego of the house person and how they see themselves, because the house person really enjoys and wants to feel the way that they feel when they are with the sun person. So, when the sun withdraws that or, changes things, the house person can be very sensitive to that, because they can come really to rely on their ego being satisfied by the person bringing the sun into their first house. They're typically very attracted to each other as well. The sun person feels good and attractive in the presence of the house person. And they feel like they have a real team partner in the first house person. And they like that the house person enjoys their attention. They like that they have a lot of influence and effect over the house person. And this combination is great for marriage. It's awesome for partnerships. It's really nice to see in a parent-child relationship. A teacher-pupil relationship is really, really benefited by this placement. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'll be back very soon with Partner's Sun in Partner's second house. And hope you enjoyed this. Bye-bye-bye.